Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Andy. I'm the managing consultant for Cybervenger, and today we are going to be discussing the NIST 800-171 standard and specifically one of those 110 controls. We're doing deep dives. We're going over each one of these controls in detail. There are 14 requirements that these controls are all grouped into, and we're still working on the first one, access control. So 3.1.9, that's what we're talking about today. That simply states that we need to alert users when they're logging into a system, if they're sitting down and logging in, that this is a system that requires specific authorization and they're not to attempt to log on unless they're authorized. It's a pretty simple, basic, generic requirement, and I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how to set that up using Active Directory. Now, if you're not using Active Directory, using some other system, maybe using Mac or Linux, there are other ways to do these messages as well, but Windows is so common, and certainly is Active Directory, so we're going to show you that here. Using group policy, you can set this up, and it's really quite easy, which is fortunate, right? So we get right to it here. Look down here. So here's our requirement that we have, as it just says that we need to put this notification out there, and really we only need to pop up if it's a human interface point. We don't have to have this everywhere. So I think if you just set this up in Active Directory in your environment, you should be fulfilling this requirement. So if we go over to our test system, we'll demonstrate what that exactly looks like. So if you click on here in our system, and we go to log into our little demo site here, we get this legal warning here. Legal warning. Don't even try to log in unless authorized, right? Yeah, clever language here. So that's what you get when you try to log in. That's what this control is saying that you need to do. And we'll show you how to do that. You can create a group policy dedicated to doing this, or you can add it into one of the existing group policies. And we'll log in here. If I can type correctly, that would certainly be helpful. All right, there we go. So we're logged in. This also happens to be a domain controller, conveniently enough, so we can go straight to our group policy. So under administrative or Windows administrative tools, we'll find our group policy management. We'll launch that baby up. And in this particular case, I'm going to use the default domain controller policy because this is a domain controller. It's just a lab machine. We're not actually using this live in any environment. So we can edit that here for convenience sake. However, if you're managing your own Active Directory, you should probably create a new group policy. Go up here, right-click, create a new group policy, new GPO, and you would create those settings here. But we'll edit what we got going already. So if right-click, and edit our group policy. There we go. So under policies, under Windows settings, you'll see security settings, right? Expand that too. And then under local policies, and then security options. That's quite a bit of the ways drilling down. And keep in mind too, we're also under computer configuration, not user configuration, so don't confuse those two. And we scroll down to the interactive logon section. Here we are. So there's interactive logon message text. Check that, and you type in what text you want it to be. You can have it be whatever you want. You probably want to document it in your written policy. And then hit OK. Now, if you set just that, it doesn't work. You also have to set the title for it to come up. And so you check that here and put the title and say, I just put legal warning, as you saw earlier. And that's how we got that screen that we saw in the first place. So make sure you enable that as well when you do that. And that's really it. Again, I like to always put this in its own group policy. I didn't here because it's convenient. There are some things that you can do whatever you want in your group policy. You can put your password timeouts, your limits, login limits, your intruder detection, all in there. But if you put a bunch of stuff in your default group policy, it makes it really hard to roll back and how to delete changes. So it's best if you create a new one with whatever names you want to use, and make sure that it's applied last in order. The way group policy works, it applies and applies and applies, and then the last thing to run is the last order that gets filed, if you will. So that's really it. That is all we got to do to comply with the NIST 800-171 Control 3.1.9. And that's all we got for this week. My name is Andy. I'm the Managing Consultant with Cyberevenger. This has been another deep dive, and I look forward to talking to you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.